These errands, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer,
Tell me B ain't break that down. Tell me B did not obey. Did not break that joker down. I had to get that to y'all again because I've always loved that song. Always. Every time I hear that song, I just get a natural high. Because you know me. I'm a Libra. I love. That's what I do. I was put in the universe to love. And I can love each individual sign for the good and bad for them. So I can love anybody if I want to. That's our gift and our curse. Now, let's talk about, right quick, my Patreon. My Patreon link is in the description bar. And from what I understand, you have to do it. You have to subscribe or become a Patreon before the beginning of the following month in order to reap the benefits of being a Patreon. And, you know, I've already said that my Patreons will have access to me or closer access to me. I'm going to be doing my live streams on Patreon only. You'll be getting certain videos before YouTube will. You know, just anything, you know, you can just contribute $1. That's a month. That's the smallest amount you can contribute. All of it is appreciated out here in these streets, in these YouTube streets, in these streets, period. Because you know why? It's effed up out here. Also, in my Patreon accounts, I'm not going to be as filtered as I am on YouTube. You will hear more cuss words. I won't be ratchet. My mouth won't be ratchet. I can't do that. But you will hear more cuss words. I will be more honest and unfiltered about certain things. Because I'm truthful now, but I try not to offend people. I mean, that's not my nature to offend people, but it's certain things that I like to talk about, like domestic violence, police brutality. It's just certain things that are not YouTube friendly that I'm not going to talk about on YouTube. You know, it's just some things that I like to talk about. You know, being the child of a teenage mother, things like that. You know, just think topics, and you guys will have more input on the topics that I talk about. Now, let's talk about it, okay? When I tell y'all it's effed up out here, it's effed up out here. Not just for the YouTube street, but for the streets purred. Y'all know Mary J. album came out today. Man, okay. Mary J. and her music. You know we like Mary J. that's depressed. We like that depressed, getting beat up, strung out. Just a mess. Mary J. And I watched her in an interview with Tigger the other day, and I didn't know he was on radio down in Atlanta, but he asked her how did that make her feel about being the person that everybody looks to, or people look forward to her depression. And she said the same thing that I always say about people just don't want to feel alone. In this effed up world, they want to feel like they're not the only ones that's going through bad situations. You know, that's why we look to Mary J. to heal us, to make us feel like we're a part of something bigger in this state. And it seemed like Mary J., guys, tell me what you feel. It feels like Mary J. has touched on every single messed up, effed up, bad, unscrupulous situation that can happen. Drugs, abuse. This is what she's going through with Kendall, where she was in love with a man that cheated on her, y'all, with one of her proteges. Do you hear me? Kendall spent millions of her, or hundreds of thousands of dollars of her money to court her protege. Ninja, what? And the fact that Murray was saying that, I I'm helping to build this girl's brand because I believe in her and I'm investing in her. And after I find out that something's going on, I still have to smile in front of the cameras because I've invested so much money into this little girl. I forget her name, or this young singer. I forget her name. I'm sorry, guys. I am so sorry. And I have to smile in front of the cameras because I know that my husband is spending my money on flying this young lady all around and screwing her. I'm telling you, Mary J has been through everything. I mean, everything. I mean, and her face shows it. It does. It really and truly does. And I want to say Mary J. And Phyllis Hyman and what's the drug addict name that died from Amy Winehouse? They are all tormented souls to me. And I need Mary J's friends to keep a good eye on her because we don't want to lose her to depression. Because when I say she is the epitome of a strong woman going through it all, and also she's also broke. She also owes millions in debt. Okay? Millions. So, it's effed up out here, y'all. Next thing is ESPN. You know, my work husband was talking about, I think he said ESPN laid off 100, was it 1,000 employees? Oh, I'm not sure. I'm always not sure. Y'all know I'm driving to work. I don't have stuff in front of me. But they laid off a good number of employees. A huge group like that laying off, or a huge company like that laying off people. I mean, it looks bleak out here. You know, the fact that we have Donald Trump in office making decisions for us, pushing buttons for us, and really, guys, we really don't know what is going on. We really don't. I mean, we know what they tell us, but you know that the media coerces our opinion on things. Just like you may think one way and you may, listen to me, and I may be able to make you think in a different way than what you originally thought. So, it's dangerous out here now, y'all. It's too many people out here that have too many platforms that can come from a bad place and want to, destroy certain people or certain types of people. It's effed up out here. I can't. And people be like, nay, why this? Why that? What's going on with this is that? Can you tell me what you feel about this? What do you think? My answer to every single thing, naysayers, is when you see messed up stuff happening in the world, it's because it's effed up out here. Let me say it. It's fucked up out here. It's fucked up out here. And everybody needs to prepare themselves. I ain't saying you're supposed to, run into the ground and, take guns and tuna fish cans. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like I've always told you guys, don't rely on anyone else to create your revenue. Come up with ways to create your own revenue, save, do not spend frivolously, and create your own foundation for yourself, just in case. Because it's effed up out here. It's effed up out here. Okay, and the final thing, y'all know all this divorce is going on. Do y'all remember when our grandparents stayed together forever? Do you know that? Like, to this day, love you, granddaddy, but I got an aunt that popped up on me at 7. Like, I'm over the house, and my grandmother was like, this your aunt D. I'm like, huh? Grandma, I ain't see you had no babies. And that's not my mama's sister. You telling me this is my daddy's sister? And she big, Grandma. She big. But remember when family stuck together and family toughed it out? Now, there's no more honor in marriage. No more. Like, what happened? What went wrong? I mean, between the T.I. thing and y'all know the dude, what's his name? Jesse Williams from Grey's Anatomy with his beautiful self. He is so beautiful. And I know y'all like, no, Nate, men are handsome. I said beautiful. Okay? And I meant beautiful. But he's leaving his wife and he's supposed to be with a white woman. I don't have he's part white. I don't have no qualms with that. But I'm saying nobody has loyalty anymore. I'm not saying you're supposed to be miserable in a relationship, but can mother suckers try and work it out? There's too many options out here. That's the problem. There's too many options for people. The option should be, this is my wife, this is my family, I want my family. You know, unless it's things like domestic violence and, you know, things like that. But things like that with it's some type of abuse going on. Me, I always say, if you ain't beating me in the head or mentally abusing me, ninja, you gonna have to mace me or file a protective order to get me away from you. If you know, but if it's mental abuse or physical abuse, I'm gone. But other than that, ninja, you gonna have to file a restraining order to get me to leave you alone. But it's just so effed up out here. How everybody's leaving people. Nobody's being loyal to nobody anymore in their relationships. And it's just discouraging, you know? But anyway, guys, I've talked enough. Naysayers, happy Friday. And don't forget to become a Patreon. Hit the link in the description bar. And you'll see me this weekend with a story time. Deuce.